Welcome to my video explaining how to create your very own professional website for free from scratch. Now, there is a long, lengthy learning process in creating your own professional website, and this video will basically cover exactly the things you need to learn and why it's better to create your own website. So first of all, you should realize that it's better to create your own website instead of using some templates or pre-existing libraries, because it simply gives you more customization. Your website will therefore be more unique, and the users on your website will feel like they're getting a better experience, and therefore they're more likely to use your website more than a standard website that they could get on a different domain. Now, creating a professional website basically consists of 5 different parts. You've got the HTML, which is the basic parts of the web page. So for example, you've got things like divs, which are basically containers of elements. You've got inputs, so this would be a text input just here, this search bar. You've got buttons and various other items like that. HTML is a browser-side language, meaning that it gets ran in your browser rather than on the server. And to pair with HTML, you've got CSS. Now, CSS stands for Cascade Styling Sheet, and it essentially gives all of your HTML elements styling. So, for example, CSS would most probably be used on this BBC website to give this container or div a background color of grey. It could give this text an orange color and a hover over effect. And various other items to do with styling, such as font size, colours, and widths and heights. Now, you've also got JavaScript and jQuery, which is another browser-side language. And basically, what JavaScript is, jQuery is a library of JavaScript, and basically JavaScript just allows more user interaction with the HTML. So, for example, you can see here that we have a slider. So, for example, you can click on this arrow just here and it'll slide all of the content along, and that'll just be jQuery or JavaScript doing its interactivity. Now, we have a couple of server-side languages, which are PHP and MySQL. Now, MySQL is used with a MySQL database, and it's essentially the language that is used to query a database to handle all of the information stored within the web server. So this might be things such as information, so for example all of these different stories just here, or it could be user accounts or other basic details that could be used for the website. PHP is the server language which is mainly used on websites, and it essentially just runs server-based items such as file input-output, MySQL queries, and various other things to do with server-side maintenance, basically. So they're the 5 main parts of a website, and we went over exactly why you should create your own website from scratch instead of using pre-made templates and other things. Now, following on from this tutorial, you should go ahead and check out my other videos to begin learning the languages that you want your website to consist of. First, you want to learn HTML, which is the basic elements, and then if you want your website to look good, then you should go into CSS for the styling of the elements. And then if you want more interactivity, such as these sliders just here, then you should go into JavaScript. And if you want to hold data, such as user accounts and various other things in a database, then you should go ahead and look at MySQL. Now, you should also want to learn PHP, because PHP will give you one of the main parts of hosting a web server, and it's almost required in any professional website for things such as file input output and database queries.